For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Janetta Riggs is suing Henry Johnson in the amount of $500. Ms. Riggs claims her neighbor rear-ended her while she was backing out of their shared driveway and says he ignored her request to pay for the damage to her car.
Miss Riggs, I understand you're here today suing your neighbor for $500.
Yes, Judge.
Because you feel he's responsible for the damage caused to your car.
Yes, he is responsible.
Give me some facts.
Well, that afternoon, it was a nice afternoon. We share a space, a parking space. So I was exiting the driveway, using my rear, driving to the rear. But Mr. Johnson parks, somehow in my space also. So sometimes it's difficult for me to maneuver out at first. But I had exited to the driveway.
And you're reversing?
Yeah, I'm reversing. Okay. And I hear a horn, and I stopped real quickly. And the next thing I know, my neighbor had run into the back of my car and damaged it.
Okay, so you're saying he hit you?
He hit me.
So he rear-ended you, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my
So you're backing out of the driveway?
Yes.
Did you turn around and see if anybody was there?
Yes, I had to check both sides, and I have a rear camera.
Okay.
And he sped up, Judge. He sped up into the driveway, honked his horn. I stopped on my brakes, and then
What do you mean by sped up? How fast was he driving on the driveway?
He was driving hastily, evidently, down the street because I have a candy apple red sedan. And there's no way that he can't see my car backing up. And because we have to share the driveway. He knows we share the driveway. It's only a one-way driveway. I don't really understand
So then
what
your
happened.
car was damaged because you said his car hit yours?
Yes. I have evidence to show.
Go ahead. Give it to Cinder, and I'll review
You can tell it's my rear bumper. There's black,
You can give me that.
black paint transfer. He has this big black truck that.
Okay. All right, so, I see that. The damage to your bumper, I see it. Okay, and you got it fixed, and here's the invoice for $500. That says paid, and you paid. All right, Mr. Johnson, your version of the story.
Your Honor, I was going to the store, and I have to admit I was very hungry. I was very annoyed already in this process. I was coming back home. I noticed.
Why were you annoyed?
I was just hangry, if I can be honest with you. I was just really hungry.
You didn't have anything at home to eat?
I do like to cook, and I was just going out to grab some more eggs. That's all it was. Pretty simple. I was coming back. I have a tendency to be very considerate.
I would have given you some eggs.
I have a tendency to be very considerate, and I was allowing her. I was driving up the driveway. I noticed that
So you were already annoyed. Were you in a hurry because you were hungry?
I was hurried. I was trying to get home. I was trying to get my food going. I was ready to go. I was driving up the driveway. I noticed her in the car. It's like, all right, cool. Usually I would wait. I do that a lot. I'm very considerate as far as coming to the parking spot. I know it's very, very small. As you can see on that drawing there, it's at a wide angle.
Very interesting driveway, yes.
So as I was driving up, I noticed her in the car. I was just driving, and then I look over again.
Were you speeding up the driveway?
Not at all. It's a driveway. Why would I speed up a driveway? That doesn't make any sense.
Were you coming in super fast?
No, Your Honor. I was driving at a regular, whatever pace you think would be at a driveway pace would be. That's the speed I was going.
He was probably listening to his music.
Like 2-3 miles an hour, whatever.
Extremely slow. I was not driving that fast. And I was driving, looked over, she was in her car, she was doing her thing.
So she's in her car, you see her in her car. What was she doing in her car? Fixing her hair?
I glanced over for a sec. Honestly, I was just trying to park the car before she moved, honestly, if I can be truthful.
I see. So you wanted to get in before she moved. But she was not moving?
Not moving. I drove up.
At all?
Not at all.
Okay, how could I slam on the brakes if I weren't moving?
Miss Riggs, let him, he had the courtesy not to interrupt you, right?
Yes, he's very polite sometimes.
Very good. So he's a very polite young man. So let's hear this. You were hangry, you went out, you got some extra eggs. You needed some extra protein because you
got my food.
Got it. So you came back in.
Yes, ma'am. Driving up, and as I was driving up, I noticed like I was already going up, and then I looked over, and the car was kind of close. Her car was already like it was.
It was
driving
already
up,
backing
hadn't
out.
moved as I was driving up. I looked back over, already kind of close to me. I'm like, okay, and I'm driving slow already
I'm
as it
sorry
is.
to interrupt you, but the
ma'am.
important thing that you're trying to say
Yes, Your
is
Honor.
that when you were already driving in the driveway, she was still not moving. She was parked.
Had not moved yet, no, Your Honor.
She
Still
had
there.
not moved.
Not moved yet.
So that's your testimony. And then all of a sudden she moved and hit you.
Coming up on Justice for All.
So was the impact really rough?
The impact wasn't rough, and we both decided there was no need for the police or to use insurance because my deductible is $1,500.
And later,
Not by my choice, I was paired up with Ted. Ted and I, we're not friends. We're just not on the same playing field.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Janetta Riggs, who is suing Henry Johnson for negligence.
She did get black scratches.
That's like paint
Honor.
from like a child that could wipe on there with a hand. That's not a.
Well,
That's not.
So why did you
think
do
she
it?
would? Did you try to fix it then for her?
I didn't. She got out. She's like, I'm sorry. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, it's probably because there's also a dip that she didn't
Mr.
mention.
Johnson.
She didn't mention there's a dip in the driveway, and we've discussed it before that she gets a little weird about backing up sometimes
He's
because there's a
very
little bit of a
condescending
dip.
to me and other women. You see how he
Okay,
says
but
that?
no, he's not being condescending, Miss Riggs. I haven't heard him say anything condescending
No, he
just
says
yet.
she always does this or she always does that.
He was just commenting on things that you normally do. You
But
normally
that's-
sit in your car, make yourself
that is not
prettier,
true, though.
right? She makes
I had
herself
my
look
rear-
cuter. She drives out.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's a
Okay,
nice
all
man,
right.
but he's not telling the truth.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
Okay? So did you stop because you saw her?
I honked first before it hit me because I'm like, okay, I drive in, looked over, she's close, honk, boom. I'm like, okay, it's not, and I want to state, it was not a hit. No one
Okay.
got banged.
All
It was
right.
no
So
damage.
You
it was
got
a
out and
scratch.
immediately said, "Are you
Of course, are you okay? Are you doing all right?"
Okay.
She was like, I'm sorry. And, then
And
it
what
went from
happened
I'm
to the
sorry
dip
yelling.
that you were saying there was a dip?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking in my mind when she's apologizing, I'm thinking she's apologizing because of that. She's worried because the dip did she hit me because of the dip? In the driveway, is that what happened? But I'm like, I'm sorry is what she's saying. I'm like, it's just, are you okay? Let me check the car. I'm like, oh, it's not that big of a deal.
So was the impact really rough?
No.
Was
No,
the impact rough?
The impact wasn't rough, but it was enough for me to stop the car and get out. There was a few scratches, and we both decided there was no need for the police or to use insurance because my deductible is $1,500. So I said, well, maybe I can get some touch-up paint,
Okay.
and I'll touch it up. He said, okay.
So at that moment, it didn't seem bad.
No, he said, I'll help.
Okay.
But then I went to the body shop nearby and asked about touch-up paint, and the owner said, well, this car is candy apple red. This is a special color, and if you touch it up, it will show up even more. And so he said we would have to order the paint. That's what you see on my estimate.
Yeah,
he
the
has to
paint was
order
more
special
expensive.
paint, and
Okay,
so that's where the
$500.
$500 come from that you
All
owe
right.
me,
So,
neighbor.
Mr. Johnson, when she asked you to reimburse her for the $500, you said no?
I
Why?
laughed. I thought it was funny. I didn't think she was being serious at all. It was not. That was not a damage. That was merely a wipe. A child could have put their hand in dirt.
Well, we
and
don't
wiped
know
it
because I'm
across.
not a car
But he didn't get
person.
any rubbing compound to try it. He just
It was a metaphor. It's an
What we
example.
know,
It
children,
was an
what we
example.
know, both of you, is that somebody actually fixed it, had to order special red paint because she has a special color, and that was probably the most important part, the most expensive part, and then they had to fix it. All right, so what else?
She didn't get it fixed. She wants $500 from me. She has not gotten it fixed.
She got it fixed.
No. That's what
car's
she
not
wants
fixed
from me. It's
today?
not fixed yet. She wants
it
me to
says
give her
invoice,
$500.
but it was actually, I guess, a quote because I thought he was going
But it says paid here.
Well,
It is not paid. I didn't give her any money.
you didn't give it, but you need to reimburse
So
me.
your car has not been.
No, we really have been. That I guess the owner
Miss
put
Riggs,
it on.
your car has not been fixed.
No, because he didn't help me.
And you gave me an invoice for $500, and I asked you if you paid for it, you said yes.
I misunderstood what you were saying. I was so appalled at this story that he's changing to.
All right. Okay, a quote's a quote. It's not a damage. Okay, all right. Anything else?
I didn't know that. I laughed. I thought it was funny. She stormed off. A couple days go by. She comes back knocking at my door. Hey, you need to give me this money or we're going to go to court. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well, we usually have a cordial relationship, but
do
I
not
thought he
have a
should
cordial
help
relationship.
pay for it because he
I'm not
did
gonna help
hit me.
you
That's
pay
his
for something.
paint
And
that's transferred on
There's
there.
a difference between hits and like
I'm
touch.
sorry
There's
that-
like a
Mr.
huge
Johnson.
difference.
I'm
I'm sorry
between,
that
like,
was
hitting and
misled.
touch.
Oh, that's
That
okay,
is a
that's
quote.
okay.
It's
Misled,
not the
that's-
actual.
All right,
facts.
okay, all right, so the car has not been fixed. This is an estimated quote. All right, so then here's the thing, Ms. Riggs, that in your state, the driver that's backing out must use reasonable care, and they must yield to anybody who's driving in. Does that make sense? Because when you're backing out, you have to look at other people because people that are going to drive in have nowhere else to go if you're backing
No,
out.
I understand.
So
No,
it
this is
is
a long driveway, Judge.
So it is the responsibility of the person that's driving out, whether at a parking lot, a private driveway, etc., to use reasonable care and yield to anybody that is approaching, right? I find that, unfortunately, you were the one who was driving, who was reversing, and therefore you had the duty of care to make sure that there was nobody behind you. And unfortunately, you failed to do that. So based on the evidence, in addition to that, I don't have an actual damage. Nothing tangible that I could use. This means nothing because it's a quote. So based on that, I will deny your claim of $500 and rule in favor of the defendant. Good luck, neighbors, okay?
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Henry, you know that wasn't true, but I want to continue our cordial relationship because we do live next door. But next time, please tell the truth.
Coming up on Justice for All.
I always play golf every day. And
Every day?
Every day. I'm trying to be
Every day?
I'm trying to be a scratch golfer.
Do you work?
Yes.
Okay, so you managed to fit in 3 hours a day for golf.
Yeah, I get up super early in the morning.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Daniel Martinez is suing Ted Nichols in the amount of $600. Mr. Martinez claims Mr. Nichols needs to pay up due to throwing a golf club at him during a round of golf and breaking his rangefinder in a fit of anger.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, I understand that you are a golfer,
Yes.
as
correct.
well as yourself, Mr. Nichols.
Yes.
What did you kids do? Tell me.
I always play golf every day. I try to get at least 3 hours in. And
Every day?
Every day. I'm trying to be a scratch golfer.
Do you work?
Yes.
Okay, so you managed to fit in 3 hours a day for golf.
Yeah, I get up super early in the morning.
Okay.
And so I go to my normal country club. It's a very busy day that day. It was on a Saturday, so they had us go in groups of 4. And not by my choice, I was paired up with Ted. Ted and I were not friends. I was not happy to be paired with him. I'm there also with my other friend, Derek. On this day, we're doing 18 holes, and we're about halfway now. It's about like the 12th hole. And Ted, he manages to get very angry, as he usually always does, because I make a comment.
So you were talking while somebody was about to swing the golf,
Yes.
The golf club?
Yeah.
You know that's like a big no-no?
Yes,
If
I know,
you want
it's
to be a
not-
scratch golfer, I mean, you should know that's basics.
I know. That was on
But
me.
so you purposely said something loud.
Yeah.
All right, you admitted it, okay, and what happened?
So I mentioned a comment about his ex-girlfriend, how she just got with a new partner, and I was a lot happy for her.
Pretty petty.
Maybe I did it on purpose. Honestly, I just
Maybe you did it on purpose, like why? But like why?
I needed to get
I mean,
this
you're
off
a
my
grown
chest.
man, you're trying to be a scratch golfer, like why?
Coming up,
What was the reason why you intentionally threw your golf club? Obviously, this was not an accident.
Your Honor, it was an accident.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Daniel Martinez, who is suing Ted Nichols for property damage.
All right, so then what happens next?
So I made the comment, and right as he was about to do his swing, he hears me make this comment about his ex-girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure that his intention was to throw the club at me, but he managed to miss. I moved out of the way, and instead he hit my golf bag. I just get so frustrated at that point. I'm like, you know what? I've had it. I don't want to play this game anymore. So I'm out. When I get to my car, I want to make sure that everything is good. I look through my bag, and I come to find out that my rangefinder has been cracked.
All right. So, Mr. Nichols,
Yes, Your Honor.
what was the reason why you intentionally threw your golf club when you know there's people standing there?
Your Honor, it was an accident. It was 100% an accident.
How do you expect me to believe that you throwing a golf club is an accident?
If you allow me to demonstrate, I'll show you exactly what happened on the field that day.
Okay, go ahead and demonstrate.
Thank you. Now, Your Honor, as I was lining up my shot, I was taking a second to line up my shot, as most golfers do. As I'm pulling back and getting my backswing ready, he's waiting for me exactly at this exact moment to take my shot, and makes the comment. This extremely hurtful and sinister comment about my ex-girlfriend with a new man who's part of the same golf country club. As I take the shot, he makes the comment, and I'm very much hurt. I mean, it was extremely detrimental. We had broken up only a couple months ago. I accidentally, as I follow through with the shot, let go right here, and it goes flying. In no way, in no form was I trying to hurt him whatsoever.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Thank you.
You can use that excuse on somebody else who's going to believe you, because I don't believe you.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
So, Mr. Martinez, you are also not completely innocent in this situation. You knew exactly what you were doing. You were trying to antagonize Mr. Nichols, and you did. I quite honestly, I don't know how you could have a straight face and basically say he did this to me when you had a great part of it. But you had a big part in this. Okay, you had a huge part in this, and don't look at me like you're innocent and, I'm so frustrated about what happened. You're grown men and you're acting like children. So either you decide to be an adult and act like one, same goes for you, Mr. Nichols, or you go back to the playground and play there and go play miniature golf where that's where you belong, because obviously you don't have the temperament and or the discipline to play the sport. So while I do believe the defendant is negligent in doing what he did, and I do believe he's responsible for a brand new golf rangefinder, you're not going to get the whole price, because I find that you were partly at fault by antagonizing him. So instead of the $600 for a brand new rangefinder, I will only reimburse you $400. Okay? So based on that, I will grant your claim in part for $400 only. Okay? You are responsible for the other $200. Good luck, gentlemen.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $400.
I guess it's better than nothing, but I don't think we should ever play with each other again.
I just think this is a gross and act of injustice that's not fair whatsoever. It was obviously an accident, and the truth will be found soon.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.